Hello, brother. This is the objective NCRT at your fingertips of the first chapter of class 11, the name called The Living World. First question is saying that which two of the below given points are known as the twin characteristics of growth? Increase in mass, yes. Increase in number of individuals, yes. Cellular organization, no. Cellular differentiation, no. Increase in mass as well as number of individuals are the twin characteristics of growth. So option A is correct, which says 1 and 2 are correct. Second question is saying that in plants growth occurs, whereas in animals it occurs through what? Okay, in plants growth occurs continuously, whereas in animals growth occurs only up to a certain age. In plants growth occurs continuously just because due to the presence of meristematic tissues. In animals meristematic tissue is not present, so that's why only up to a certain age. Third question is saying that the statement nothing lives forever yet life continues illustrates the role of what? Embryogenesis, morphogenesis, replication, reproduction. Answer is reproduction, because the reproduction, it says like the statement nothing lives forever yet life continues illustrates the role of reproduction, because reproduction is the thing that it will continue for forever. It's not going to stop anymore. Which of the following groups consists of organisms which multiply by fragmentation? So, by fragmentation, you just remember fragmentation, FF and like FFM. That is means like FM. That means radio FM, big FM, like something. So you remember like this: fungi, filamentous algae, and protonema of mosaics. And FFM means fungi, F means another F means filamentous algae, and other name called mosaics. So that's over here. Which of the following organisms does not reproduce? First option is mule, second is worker bee, infertile human female. That's all are correct over here. So option D, all of these is correct over here. Sixth number question is saying that read the following statements and select the correct option. Statement 1 is saying that reproduction cannot be considered as a defining property of living organisms. That's right. There are many living organisms which do not reproduce. For example, mules, worker bees. It is That's also right. So over here option A is correct. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct over here. 7 number question is saying that which of the following statements regarding the response of living organisms to external stimuli is correct? Okay, the external environmental stimuli can be physical, chemical, or biological. Yeah, true. All organisms from the prokaryotes to the most complex eukaryotes, okay, BS are eukaryotes, can sense and respond to environmental stimuli. Yes, from prokaryotes to eukaryotes, they all respond to their external environmental stimuli. Consciousness and response to external stimuli is the defining property of living organisms. Yeah, that's also correct. So all of these is the correct option over here. Eighth number question is saying that read the following statements and select the correct ones. Okay. First is increase in mass and increase in number of individuals are twin characteristics of growth. That's correct, because the first question is also saying the same thing that we know. Okay, yeah. So first is correct. Metabolic reaction can be demonstrated outside the body in isolated cell-free system. Yes, they can be performed in isolation. Like for example, is test tube baby formation. Like this reaction happens in isolated cell-free systems. Third is response to a stimuli is a defining property of living organisms. Yeah, that's right. It's a defining property of living organism. Like somebody is responding to their stimuli. If I am like pinching to my skin, so what happened? It's an external stimuli, and I feel pain, and I respond like, oh shit, yeah, what is going over here? This kind of thing. And nine number question is saying that A living organism is an, so here option all are correct over here, 8D. 9 number question is saying that a living organism is unexceptionally differentiated from a non-living structure on the basis of what? Repeat the same question over here. A living organism is unexceptionally differentiated from a non-living structure on the basis of reproduction. Um 1 minute. Growth and movement. Growth can be done by reproduction. Reproduction is done only by unexceptionally differentiated from a non-living, unexceptionally without any doubts. So, but reproduction in humans and worker bees and mule, they are living but are not the part of a, like they are living but they do not reproduce. So this is not the correct option. Growth and movement. Growth is done by sand dunes, mountains, like and okay, by like deposition of soil, deposition of air, dust and moisture on it, so that it like the pyramids getting like more and more uh, in growth. But so this is also not the option. Interaction with environment, this is the option. But wait, responsiveness, yes, responsiveness means consciousness, that you are responding to an external stimuli. So this is the correct answer over here, not interaction with environment. So no, it's no. 10 number question is saying that which of the following states does not contain defining characteristics of living organisms? Growth and reproduction are not the part of like defining a characteristics of living organism. Growth can be done by sand dunes, but which is a non-living things. Reproduction is not done by the mule, worker bees and infertile human couple, or you can say human female, male or female, both of them. That's why I'm saying couple. Okay, so but they are living. So this is not the defining feature of living organisms. Second option is saying that metabolism and cellular level of organization does not set defining characteristic limits. So this is the option. Correct option is this. Metabolic cellular level of organization happens in a living organism. Correct. Response to a stimuli and consciousness. These are the characteristics of living organism. So not the living, not a, not containing a defining characteristic of living organism is growth and reproduction over here. 11 number question is saying that read the following over here, following statements and select the correct ones. First question is saying that unicellular organism grow by cell division. By cell division. Amoeba, for example, they divide by cell division. Yeah. Plant grows by cell division up to a particular stage of life. No, for like not a particular stage. Humans over here, you can say, then that's correct. Plant grows by cell division up to a particular stage of life. No, it's for a continuous life. It's for a continuous life. Third is animal exhibits growth throughout their lifespan. No, plants exhibit growth throughout their lifespan. Animal up to a certain life, a certain age or limit. So 11 option D is correct, which is one only is correct. Two and third is incorrect. Read the given statements and state which one are true over here. True or false over here. So let's go. First question is saying that in single celled organisms, reproduction is synonymous with growth. Reproduction is synonymous with growth. That means one amoeba is a single celled okay organism. If they divide, they are doing reproduction, as well as if they making a growth of like this bigger size, they fragment and it becomes a small one and a small one. So yeah, that's very true. Third, second is saying that cellular organization of the body is the defining feature of life forms. Cellular organization. Yeah, our this skin is made of like a cellular organization. One cell, one cell, one cell, one cell, combining a tissue. Okay. So this cellular organization of the body is the defining feature of life forms. So yeah, we have cells. Those who have cells, they are living, not like plants. Like plants, they are living. Mountains, they do not have cells. Rivers, they do not have cells. uh, Wind do not have cells. Like rock do not have cells, so they are non-living things. This pencil is not containing cells, so that's why this is non-living thing over here. but our skins is a living thing, because if I scratch over here, it starts burning, and our like uh, one of the mechanism happens in all organism, like healing mechanism. So after some time, this wound will in this injury will going to be healed by of my some tissue, just because they are living. That's why these are the mechanisms happenings. If I scratch over here on the pencil, this is not going to heal by the pencil, because they do not possess a cell. That is cellular organization of the body, the defining feature of life forms. Yeah, that's true. Third is saying that metabolic reaction cannot be demonstrated outside the body in cell-free system. False. It can be demonstrated outside the body in cell-free systems, like test tube baby, or like outside the body. Okay, all living organisms are linked to one another. Like test tube baby happens in outside, in a laboratories, in labs, without any like contaminations. So this is not present in your body, but they are doing into the laboratory that's outside your bodies. D option is saying that all living organisms are linked to another by sharing common genetic material to varying degrees. Yeah, that's right. Like one, like in our like millions years ago, one species grow, then from one species to several other species with different variation. There all the genetic materials are same. Okay, because one of the origin a species came to the earth for the very first time. They start getting evolving, and little bit of genetic material change, like genetic material changer, or with something variation, they evolve into different thing. I becomes into humans, you also becomes into human, but zebra, crocodiles, reptiles, earthworm, other things are different, just because of with due to variation. So over here the option is also correct. Okay, third question is saying that the most obvious and complicated feature of all living organisms is what? Ability to sense their surroundings and respond to them. This is like complicated. But wait for a second. I should also have to read all the four options. Question is saying that the most obvious and complicated feature of all living organisms is increase in size by cell division. No, it's not very like complicated. It's very easy one. Like increase in cell, like increase in size, and then cell division happens. B option is ability to reproduce sexually or asexually to produce progenies of one type. That's also correct. Yeah. Ability to sense their surroundings and respond to them. That is like consciousness that happens when you are like in coma. So this is very complicated term. Like you are living or dead. Who? It's very complicated to say you are living or dead, just because by machines your heart is pumping to the whole blood onto your like your body, or like something. You are in coma, but you are not responding to any kind. If somebody slaps onto your cheeks and onto your legs, you have no conscious or no response or no like stimuli to that organ or that part. So that's very complicated for. So option C is correct. D option is saying that presence of regeneration properties in various body parts. Yeah, that's not a complicated one. That happens in every living organisms. Okay. Till then, bye. See you soon.